Joining me now here on the Hill, Brian Stortz with us in studio. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Blake. Thanks for having us.
By the way, I should mention, and we'll get into all this in a second, you've donated close to $2 million to veterans' causes. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's one of our biggest things. We launched the company 10 years ago, and we're all about American labor, American tools, American jobs, and doing that with veterans, and always giving back. The first couple flags I ever made, donated to widows of some of my buddies that passed away, and found philanthropy that day, the feeling you can't buy, and wanted to keep doing that.
So when you think about Memorial Day and you sit back, you served overseas, you were in Afghanistan, where does your mind go? How do you think about this day?
Well, it's what I say, it's not about hot dogs and hamburgers. It's really about, a solemn reminder of those that gave their lives before us. So I think it's just a great time to reflect on, yes, while you're enjoying your time with your family and having the day off from work, but really why Memorial Day, what it means and why it exists.
Tell me what we have here, because you've gone from, I mentioned you've donated close to $2 million.
Correct.
You've gone from flags to more, and this is an initiative that you have with kids, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We actually 10,000 kids are making this, and 4,000 right in our county in Virginia this week while they learn about Memorial Day versus Veterans Day.
Okay.
It's an activation, non-digital, get off your iPhone, iPads, make something in the class, and then maybe that'll help them get into the skilled trades or become future builders.
Get off the iPhone. I think every parent can
100%.
can cheer that on. Obviously, a lot of this is in the backdrop. You do this every year regardless, but a lot of this is in the backdrop of what's going on economically. As I mentioned, you're American-made and sourced. We talk about often what do tariffs mean, but for you, in a way, is it a benefit?
I think so. I mean, we've never had
how do you view it?
Yeah, absolutely. We've never had to rely on outsourced manufacturing. We've always sourced everything domestically. Even our lumber is all American-made. Not, there's about a 15% increase in American lumber or Canadian lumber, and so that does obviously affect North America, but doesn't affect us.
All right. The tax bill is another thing that's being talked about here in Washington. You actually were with President Trump in the White House in 2018 after the bill was passed because of what you're doing with your small business. How do you view that right now, as there's a conversation in this town of how to put all of those very complicated pieces together?
Well, look, I told this to President Trump. I'm an Army and Air Force guy, so it was a 330-page document, and it's all about helping out small business, invest in our people, invest in our company. We're all for that.
And if it doesn't get extended, I guess, as a small business, you want this thing to go through one way.
100%, absolutely. Take
me back to the products here for a second and the donations. How do you decide, okay, this year we're gonna choose this initiative or this month, or walk me through that process?
We donated, thousands of products and work with hundreds of different nonprofits, and we really narrowed that down. We really work a lot with the Travis Manion Foundation and Folds of Honor.
Tell me about that.
Travis Manion Foundation, a great program, really close with Ryan Manion and Colonel Manion, the founders. Travis served in the Marines as a Naval Academy guy and lost his life. And actually in Arlington this weekend, we make them honor tokens. So a little token where families, if they can be there, and if they can't, somebody else can go to their location, their site, their headstone, and just honor them with a little bit of a token appreciation.
And right now, the proceeds, the 10% proceeds go to?
Correct. Yeah, we work a lot. Again, Travis Manion Foundation, Folds of Honor. Great organization.
All right. It's incredible what you do. The products are awesome. I'm sure it comes out great on TV. And again, close to $2 million donated to veterans' causes at this point in time. Brian Stortz, good luck.
Thanks, Blake.
Thanks for being with us tonight.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.